Welcome back to another episode of On the Job. I am here with Sergio of True Grit Roofing. Today, we're going to check out this job here, walk around the site, talk about how we got this job, the specifics behind it, and dive into his business. Ready to roll?
Let's do it.
Here we go. All right, Sergio, tell me about how you got this job. There's been a lot of hail damage here in Kansas City right now. There's another roofing job, it looks like, going on down there. Is that the impetus of this job? How'd this come about?
So yeah, this particular job here actually already needed a roof, so we had to give us a phone call to get him a quote, going through the quoting process, the bidding process, and sure enough, bam, he gets smacked with hail. And well, that was just music to his ears, because now, you know, we have insurance coming in, funding the roof, and just making it even better process already. We have this system set up. It's a breathable net. So the reason we want it to be breathable is because if you put a blue tarp like the one I have here on the grass in the summer, it'll choke out the grass, it'll choke out the shrubs, make it yellow, and that's the last thing we want. We want to leave the job site better than we found it, not worse.
This is one of those things where when we talk about roofing, it's a high-risk activity. There's a lot going on. There's ways you can damage the customer's property, which could rise to a claim. There's people on the roof. Talk a little bit about, just in general, the safety precautions you guys take, how that impacts, one, your liability, but then also the customer experience and the satisfaction they have with what you've done.
But first and foremost, you want to make sure that you're hiring individuals or an outfit that's experienced. Not only the company, but the installers that are working for them. Formal training, ladder training, safety harness training, as far as just liability from damages to the property, which would be why the grit guards are on, to liabilities from the gentleman on the roof. It's important. We're installing a Class 4 impact resistant shingles. A lot of insurance carriers are giving premium discounts when you upgrade to an impact resistant shingles, simply because that roof is better protected against storm activity, particularly hail, to where the insurance company has to pay out less, so they incentivize it. This is a Class 4 impact resistant shingle. It's thicker, it's more robust, more durable, better looking in my opinion. And we're going to pair it with a ridge vent, which is a vent system that goes across the peak of the roof, allowing the roof to exhaust. That's what we're working with here.
Fantastic. Looks great.
Thank you.
All right, what's going on here?
So this is something we find often on homes. This is a rotted piece of plywood. Pretty obvious, right? What isn't obvious is that it was there existing. In some instances, even if we get in the attic, we cannot see this, which was the case here. So when we strip the roof off, we're not just stripping the shingles, we strip off the underlayment. We want to expose the decking because we want to find this out. We want to find this. And this is something that is going to get documented, turned into to our customers so they know that it got done. Documentation is super important. I say this because we repair a lot of roofs, and a lot of these roofs are new, and we're fixing this. That means that whoever did that roof just covered it up and never said anything. So there's a big accountability issue there on that outfits, and to no fault to the owner, because a lot of times they're busy. But this is what I'm referring to with.
Well, and now you just created trust with the client too, right?
Absolutely.
If the previous guy missed this, and now you show that to them, now you look better in their eyes.
Correct.
Okay, so let's talk about the crew up here. On a typical job, what's the crew look like? How many guys do you have coming out? How are you kind of divvying up the roles? Just walk me through the crew operations.
So we gauge the roof size, right? Based on the roof size is how many foremen and laborers we're allocating. So I guess you could say the average crew size is anywhere from 4 to 8 gentlemen on the roof. There's a tear-off phase, which typically the laborers will start, and then there's a prep phase, and then that's where the foremen really start kicking in, start installing the product, and the labor feeds the foreman the shingles, and then we have our ground guys that are cleaning up the debris as it comes down, disposing it to the disposal bin or the dumpster, and then we have our site supervisors ensuring the success and the quality assurance of the project, constant communication with the homeowner, constant communication with the office, we're making sure that everything's per protocol, per our expectations, and really the assurance of the success of the project.
And what does your day-to-day look like? What are your operations? Are you going back and forth from different jobs? Like, how does your day look like?
My day-to-day consists of a lot of things, right? As a business owner, you wear a lot of hats. Customer acquisition, of course, number one. Whether that's sales, whether that's marketing, whether that's on the job site, assuring that the processes are dialed in. Because I came up as a laborer, as a ground guy, to now owning my own business.
Right.
I like to go up and down that chain, and I like to find weaknesses throughout the chain, whatever it may be. From the way we answer the phone, to the way we get off our trucks, to the way we set up our ladders, to the way the call to action is on the website. I tweak all that. So that's my kind of little obsession. I just like to break stuff and make it better.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you grow, that's how you improve. If you look up here, John, if you want to highlight in on that, all these guys have harnesses on, they're all tied in. Walk me through that setup. Like, what are all the different things going on here? And what's the checklist look like to make sure everyone's safe?
So we have the D-ring set up at the ridge. We have the harnesses on the gentleman, and then we have our lasso or our rope attached to the harness itself. This is fall protection. Yep. These roofs are steep. You want to make sure that you're being safe, because we all want to go back home. We want to make sure everybody goes back home safely at the end of the day. And in order for us to do that, we have to make a strict requirement that, please, let's follow protocol. Let's get the job knocked out. We are in no rush. Let's get back home and do all over again tomorrow.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, this has been great. Where can the people find you? Where can they go? And who you want reaching out?
You can find us at www.truegritkc.com. There's a form fill. You can call us directly at the office at 913-313-9594. You can give us a call at any time. We'll answer. We'll get you on the schedule, and we're very excited to get to meet you and kind of see what you got going on so we can help. Thank you.
Thanks, Sergio.
Thank you.
Cut.